Hello. Let me get you guys turned around here. How do I turn you guys around? I wish it wouldn't make me record in this mode, but it's going to. You can already tell the dog inside is going ballistic, by the way. I don't know if you can hear him or not. I've got the official glasses that you're supposed to wear that were issued from Southwestern Community College and NASA, so I'm assuming these pair is going to work, seeing how they're affiliated together. But let's see here. The sun is still bright currently. They say you're not supposed to. Oh, I can see it. Yeah, these glasses work perfectly. Oh man, you can start to tell that the moon is about 10% in front of the sun right now through these sunglasses. These glasses work perfectly the way they're supposed to. You can tell the moon is coming in from this side and heading like this from where I'm located at. Wow, that was really easy to see though with these sunglasses on. These sunglasses make a difference. You guys probably won't be able to see for a little while, but I thought I'd record it just, you know, just for lulz. I'm live streaming. I'm going to take these sunglasses back off for the time being as we approach upon the inevitable eclipse. Let this just serve as one of many outlets that are going to show the eclipse in its full nature. I was thinking on taking the dog out during the eclipse just to see how he reacts to everything. Duke is already acting crazier than he normally does. I'm curious to see how he handles through this. It's weird because it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but it feels like 5 in the afternoon. The temperature is drastically dropping. That much is already certain. The temperature is dropping and it's getting shadier. It feels about 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in Sylva. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It's first. I am doing this on my. I'm sorry that it's landscape, but it will not let me do portrait mode whenever live streaming. So I'm stuck on that. But it feels about like 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and it's rapid. It's weird because, you know, like whenever it starts to get dark, it doesn't happen this fast. And I do have official pair, by the way. Don't look at the sun directly. I just tested these out. It does exactly. If you look online, it'll show you what you're supposed to see if you look through proper glasses. I just tried these out to make sure. These were issued, I put these together myself, from Southwestern Community College. You can see right there, and NASA, because they're affiliated together. And they worked together to make sure the students had proper viewing utensils. And it works perfectly, which is great because that means I didn't have to buy one. It's still early, meaning that the eclipse isn't for another like 30 minutes. It'll be about the 50% marker, and then you guys should be able to theoretically see it on screen from then on out. So right now, and I'm fine with it burning out my back camera, because I mean, who really uses their back camera? I don't. I'm a loser. So I'm perfectly fine with it burning out my back camera. Not my selfie camera, but my back camera. So I'm willing to sacrifice that so you guys can see the eclipse in its full merit. And I'm pretty interested in seeing it myself. So as we sit here and wait and count down the minutes, we have been streaming for 5 minutes so far. The sun keeps coming in and out, in and out. I want to bring the dog out here, but I'm not sure if that's really the best thing for me to do. Let's see here. Let's go out there. See, right now, like, the sun isn't casted differently. The shadows are proper to where they're supposed to be in reference to the time of day it is. But what's not proper is the amount of sun that's coming through. It's as if it's a super cloudy day. But there is a direct line of sight to the sun, which is up and over there, which we will be going to once it hits the 50% marker. I will say, they say animals will act weird for the next 4-5 hours. Things are going to get a little wonky. And so far I have witnessed Duke, my grandmother's dog, started acting a little funky. He keeps running around to all the doors and windows and barking. And they say animals are more in tune, so Duke is definitely in tune. He wants to be out. And as it gets closer, I will bring him out because I feel like, you know, he deserves that. But things are a little eerie, like, it's a little eerie right now. Things are a little too quiet. But what can you do? This will be quite interesting to see as we venture forward into the eye of the eclipse. The eclipse has already started taking over the sun in the position of where I'm at now in Sylva, North Carolina. It's probably about 10% to 15% eclipsed at this point. And I would show you that now, but just in case it does damage my camera, I want to wait until we get closer to the full eclipse so that you guys will get at least a couple of minutes of, once it gets to the 50 to 75% marker, you guys will get a better, longer view of the actual event itself without, you know, because if I do it now and the camera gets damaged, you guys are just out of luck. No one's going to be able to see it from here or the future, so this is really the only way I can do it. So now we just sit and wait. We wait for this eclipse. The roads are eerily quiet. Traffic downtown is bloody. I am going to bring the dog out. They say do not point your camera up towards the sun, but I'll probably do that. There is one vehicle. I hear it. It's the only car I've heard in the last 20 or 30 minutes. It's been really dead here, but we live on the back road and everyone's downtown right now. So as we get closer to the eclipse itself, once it gets about 50% eclipsed, right now we're about 10 to 15%, I will start to show you guys the direct eclipse itself with the sun. Even though it will damage my camera, there needs to be video proof of this, and news outlets aren't going to show you the actual eclipse. They'll just show you the shadow on the ground. I will happily show you the full eclipse because I have no craps when it comes to my camera. You know, why wouldn't you risk destroying a camera for such a solar, you know, like phenomenon? Something like this is worth destroying your camera over if it happens. But right now it's casted at about, it feels temperature wise it's dropping rapidly, like rapidly. It feels cool. It feels about, I would say the hottest point during October is about how it feels now in August. I don't know, it feels about maybe 60 degrees. This morning it was like 75, 80. And this is supposed to be the heat of the day. And it's dropping temperature still. As the eclipse is fully emerged, we will have a complete temperature drop. I'm going to be monitoring the temperature, but I'm assuming it's going to get it to about 55 to 50 degrees, which would be amazing for this time of year. Just a brief glimpse of the upcoming winter in this area. The dog is acting weird, but what can you do? We are 10 minutes in now. We are 10 minutes in, and the shadows are where they're supposed to be, but like in reference to the time of day it is, the shadows are perfectly aligned where they're supposed to be. But what's not is the actual light projection itself. You can tell that it's being cut off. As we get closer to the eclipse, I am going to show you the actual eclipse itself. The only reason I'm not now, once it gets to about 50% in another 15 minutes, that way if it damages the camera, at least I've got partial to full eclipse recorded instead of just a barely any eclipse. But the temperature, it's fine. The temperature is really cool right now. Like it feels like the hottest day in October. And as you know, it's not even close to October. So temperature drop is to be expected during the eclipse. Sorry that this is vertical. It would not let me do portrait mode while live streaming due to the me doing it from my phone. I'm sorry about that. I do apologize. Here in about another 5 minutes, I'm going to go grab the dog. And we will see him. This location is in Sylva, North Carolina. There is no wind. None. Zero wind. And the reason why there is zero wind is because of the temperature change. Which is to be expected. Because, you know, during the summer we get cold fronts coming in through, you know, like through the hot temperature, but as the cooler air reaches down here and it is, you know, like towards Earth, and as it's equalized throughout, the wind just ceases to exist, which this is a perfect example of. The trees aren't weighing, the trees are dead still, the birds are dead silent. You heard some chippering coming from this direction, but as we get closer, the birds are shutting up. Zero wind. It's as if nature itself is embracing for some sort of weird event. Everything, like the animals know that something weird is happening. Sorry, I disconnected, but I've reconnected. We get a bird from over here every now and then, a crow. But besides that lonely crow, nothing. No crickets. Nothing. Occasionally we'll get one car that drives by down the road down there. And downtown is packed full. If you hadn't left and already gone downtown, you're not getting there now. I will be going to get the dog here in another 2 minutes because I just want to use him as a reference point because I know how Duke acts, as to see you know, if there's any changes. The no wind is weird because usually and people from us to the south will contest to this, you will at least see the tops of trees swaying back and forth. Like right here, you'd usually see the tops of trees going whoosh. But right now, like, nothing. Nothing. Like these trees down here, this one specifically, like this around this area, would always be moving. Always be moving. There's no wind. It's went completely stagnant. I am receiving a phone call, but I will not answer it just due to the fact of, it's from Southwestern. They wanted me to come down on campus, but that's just not going to be the case. Mostly because I do not want to deal with all of the hecticness, which will be like inevitable if I do that. Well, I look forward to seeing this event. This is something that will happen once in my lifetime. And I am pleasantly happy to have this opportunity to see this. Again, my name is Clayton Justice Ammons. Welcome to Sylva, North Carolina. This is 2017. There are some birds. The birds are starting to actually chirp up. I'm just recording and commenting on what I see happening as the eclipse approaches. There's birds coming from this area over here. Sounds like 2 birds. The dog is starting to bark. The temperature is dropping drastically. Like, it went from feeling warm to cool in the matter of me starting to record this video. The temperature feels really cool. Really cool. It feels good, actually. Like, this is, I would say, it went from the hottest day in October to average October day. Late October average day. Temperature wise, that's what it feels like right now. It feels like I should go out to Dairy Queen and get myself a pumpkin pie shake. That's what it feels like. There's still no wind, but their birds are chirping, and so is the dog. The dog is chirping. This is sorry about my hand shaking. Here in about, I'd say in about 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to position my camera so that you guys can actually start witnessing. Here in about 3 minutes, I'm going to grab the dog, and then I'm going to position the camera so you can actually see the eclipse, where it will be permanently recorded upon my channel. Even if it destroys my lens, I'm totally cool with that. I never use my back camera anyway on my phone. So, the temperature right now feels like a cool October day. Temperature has dropped drastically since the eclipse has started. Technically, it's about 20% where I'm located at, covered. When it hits about 40% is whenever I will start streaming it direct contact to the sun itself. Because at least then it'll be clear enough to where you guys will be able to see the eclipsing happen. Even if the camera does become damaged, you will be able to witness at least a partial eclipse, which is more than you would be able to see if I did it now and the camera was damaged. The dog is starting to act a little funky. Birds are popping up every now and then to say hey. No wind gusts because the temperatures are cooling down so rapidly. I predicted that it would either be massive wind or no wind, and it looks like no wind is the way it's going to be. The trees are extremely still right now. Ooh, I actually feel a little breeze. It's coming from this direction over here. And it looks like the top of the trees are starting to move. Maybe there will be some wind pickup. Maybe there will be some wind pickup. But the dog, I took him out about 20 minutes ago to use the bathroom in the back. Brought him back in, and he's been barking at the doors and windows ever since. He's definitely a little spazzed out. I think he realizes something funky is going on today. I'm going to put on the sunglasses that were given to me by Southwestern Community College and NASA. So these are made for the eclipse, provided by NASA and Southwestern. So they should be able to, you know, if NASA can't get it right, I don't know who can, you know. So I'm going to go find the sun, and I'm going to see exactly how much of it is covered currently by the moon. and depending on how it looks, because I checked about 10 minutes ago, we will go from there. So let's go check. I'm not sure how much you guys are going to be able to see currently, but I will point you in the direction. But once I go back and get the dog and come back and look at it, that's going to be it. Whoop, whoop. I'd say it's about 30%. I don't think you guys can make it out yet because it's too much brightness, but you can definitely see that the right side from where I'm at, this side over here is definitely starting to, it's no longer the proper shape of the sun. It's, there's definitely a cusp that's being taken out of the shape of the sun. And yeah, it's about, I'd say about at least 30% covered at this point. Here in about 30 minutes, there should be a significant part of the sun covered to where I will be able to zoom in and focus for you guys, and you will be able to see the direct eclipse itself, and we will experience this together. All right, but in the meantime, I'm going to save my camera on the off chance that this decides to destroy it until such an event occurs. So let's go back onto the porch for now. What do you say? And I've already said that I'm fine with this destroying my phone camera. If it does, it does. I'm totally cool with this. So it's about 30%. I've just checked it with these glasses provided by Southwestern Community College in NASA. It's about 30%. When it gets about another 30%, I will zoom in, lock you guys onto the eclipse, and keep you guys there for as long as my camera will hold out before it literally melts. I'm sorry, my hand is shaking. I will do better once we line up for the eclipse. The temperature is about, it's less than 60 now. It's pretty chilly. It's not chilly, but it feels cool in comparison to the weather it's supposed to be this time of year. Which I'm cool with. I prefer the colder weather. And we will maintain we will maintain this for the foreseeable future. Let's see here. Currently, I've been streaming for 23 minutes. Once we hit the 26-minute marker, I'm going to go grab the dog. And in another 10 minutes, we will be at least 50% covered by the eclipse, and I will lock you guys on. You can, if you've watched from the beginning, and if not, that's fine. Once this is posted, you can tell a massive difference in the amount of light that is hitting the ground currently. The shadow has not yet covered this area, but it is coming. It is coming, and it is coming fast. About 30% of the sun is currently covered. And once we get to 50 to 60%, I will lock you guys on and keep you there until it is over. If the camera dies, that is fine. I'm cool with it. But yes. If you have any questions or any suggestions that you want me to do or want me to whatever, feel free to ask. If you want me to go position myself somewhere else, I can do that as well. I will be grabbing the dog and we will monitor his reactions. Ooh, there was a bee. It's the first animal that I've seen. We will be monitoring the dog's reaction to the eclipse as well. Just because I know him, I know the dog, and I will know if he is acting weird. So, if you have any questions, or if you would like me to position, I do apologize again that this is not in landscape. It was not my choice. It forced me to record in this position from YouTube itself. That's the only way it would allow me to live stream. I have posted this live stream on my Facebook. If you would like, you can share this live stream on your Facebook and social media so that your friends and family who may not be within line of sight for the eclipse can experience it with us. It is really cool. Like, this time of year I'm normally sweating, but right now I am completely fine. Really enjoying this weather. There are some katydids that I'm starting to hear. So katydids are making noises, which is weird for this time of day. Normally it's closer at night when they start making noises, but with the eclipse coming on, they may think that it's about to be night. Again, there is no like significant wind or breezes at this point. I have felt one breeze this entire time, but nothing. No wind. It is stagnant in the air. It is cooling down too rapidly for there to make any wind currents. We will be going, let's see here, currently I've been streaming for 26 minutes. When we hit the 30-minute marker, I'm grabbing the dog. And I'm going to check to see how much of the sun is being covered. And then if it's at least 40 to 50%, I will lock you guys on and we will watch. We will watch the dog and we will watch the eclipse happen regardless to the damage it does to my camera. I am fine with this. I think it's fun, and I think that, I mean, as long as you're okay with your camera being damaged or ruined, which I am, I'm perfectly fine with that on my phone. If my phone camera becomes damaged, so be it. I'm okay with this. What you doing?
I was thinking about getting me a chair to put out in the yard.
That'd be a good idea. I'm going to bring Duke out here.
Huh?
I'm going to bring Duke out here as well.
I put him on the back porch so you can go get him. Would you put me that chair on yonder out there where you can see the sun?
Do you have a pair of these?
Yeah.
Have you put them together?
Yeah, mine come together.
All right. Well, the sun is about 30% covered right now, and you can see it. There's a cusp on the sun. This chair?
Yeah.
All right, come on. I'll show you where the sun is right over here. So I'm gonna have to. If you look this direction,
yeah,
you'll see the sun. And they said not to record it on your phone, but I'm doing it anyways. Will your oxygen reach this far? All right. So I'm going to let's see here. Wow, the sky is definitely. If you need to fill up your tank.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Everything looks red. Oh, there it is. I found the sun. The sun, I'm going to position you guys towards the sun for now. It's about, I'd say about 35-40% covered. You can see the cusp coming in from the right side. I know you guys, it's too bright, but that is exactly what you would be seeing if you were looking through these sunglasses provided by Southwestern Community College. Well, it looks like it's actually coming up to about 50% now. It's moving faster, which is what it's supposed to do. As it gets closer to the eclipse, it will look like as if it's moving faster.
I don't even see it.
All right, well, come over here.
Ooh.
Oh, let me position you a little bit farther out, can I? All right, sit down, and if you look right here where I'm pointing, you will see an orange dot in the sky that is being consumed by a blackness. Do you see it? Do you see it, Nanny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see the sun or the moon one.
You see the sun. You see how to the right of the sun it's short.
Yeah.
There's a black cusp coming into the sun. That is where the eclipse is starting. Right. I think it's about what 30% covered, because you can see beyond the outline of the moon, the side of the moon.
Am I seeing the sun or the moon?
You're seeing, the brightness you're seeing is the sun.
Okay.
The darkness that's cusping around it is the moon.
Okay.
Now, once we hit full immersion, you can look at it without the glasses for approximately 2 minutes.
I'm looking at it.
I will be. You can look at it because you won't be able to see it with the glasses on.
Oh.
Once it's fully submerged, you will see a golden circle, a ring around nothing. And at that time frame, you can look directly at it and it will not damage your eyes because you're completely covered. What you will actually be looking at is light that's being diverted in other directions. So there's no way it can actually damage your eyes at that point. For about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes from where we're located at.
It's almost high.
Do what?
It's almost high.
Yeah, it seems about 50%, give or take. I'd say a little less than 50%. No, it's speeding up now. Yeah, I'd say it's about 50% covered. I'm positioning you guys where you can see it. If my camera gets damaged, so be it. Once the eclipse gets closer, actually I'd rather wait in case, so that you guys can experience the full eclipse, because the back of my phone is heated dramatically right now. So I know that it will most definitely melt my camera. So I'm going to divert you guys away until we get about the 80 to 85% marker. Because I don't want you guys to start seeing it just so my camera to melt. I'd rather wait so you guys can get a better experience. It's cooler. What do you think? Does it feel cooler out here than it normally does?
Yeah.
By far, there's definitely a temperature change. When I first came out here, it was hot enough I was sweating, and now, nothing. Like, I'm fine. It feels, it feels like beginning of October, temperature-wise.
Yeah.
There's no wind. There's been no wind since I got out here. It's been completely dead, like stale, stagnant. What do you think? No wind. Okay, like there's very few birds. You'll hear chirp every now and then. I'm very curious to see. Now there are some birds coming up from this direction now, which for those of you not from around here, that is a little abnormal.
You want me to go get those?
Nah. The sun's about over 50% covered at this point. It looks like it's happening fast now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's happening real fast now. It looks like there's about 70% of the sun is covered at this point.
But there's clouds now.
Oh, never mind. That was clouds. The clouds are gone. I can see it. It's actually about 50%, 60%. Now there is clouds coming in and out, but thankfully it looks mostly to be a great day today. I mean, we've got sun, we got random clouds scattered, but the sun is definitely able to be seen, which is right there. I'll give you guys another look for another minute or two. Yes. Do what?
Pull my chair back toward you some more. As far as my cord will go.
This way?
Yeah.
How far will your cord go?
Farther.
Farther?
Oh, that's,
Right here? Too far?
no, that's that right.
Alright. Well, this will be fun. Yeah. Yeah, oh, and I gotta refine the sun. Oh, there's the sun. Found you! There you are, son. These glasses work perfectly. I checked online. What?
Still, that's okay.
With what you're supposed to see. You know, what do you see when you look through your glasses? An orange dot covered in blackness?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I see. Where'd you get your glasses from?
Cheryl bought them for me. Over at the gas station somewhere. I bet yours is better than mine.
Why do you say that?
Oh, they look better.
Realistically, you could use a black trash bag if you if you had a thick black trash bag and you use two sides of it, you could realistically, because all you have to do is block out 98% of the light. And like a Glad black trash bag, double layered, will work. Because you will see the sun dial on the back panel of, or the back layer of the trash bag. Of course, you know, who wants to trust that? Alright, I'm going to convert you guys away from the sun again, just because the back of my phone is getting neutral or hot again from direct contact with the sun. I don't want to melt the camera just yet, but we will melt the camera. I'm going to go back in the shade so I can see what you guys are doing. This is very cool. There's about, yeah, it's about 50% covered at this point.
Seems like it's going a little slower.
When's full immersion supposed to happen, do you know?
At 2 something, I don't remember.
What time is it?
I don't know. Let's go look. I ain't got my cell phone's in my bathroom.
It's fine. It'll happen. You getting oxygen?
Yeah. That machine in my bedroom works a lot better than this other one.
Does it?
Yeah.
How'd you get the one in your bedroom work?
Wasn't nothing wrong with it.
Oh, I thought there was something wrong with it.
Did too, but it worked fine.
It's pretty silent out here. There's a cricket. You hear the cricket? You hear the cricket? It's coming from behind you.
I can't hear nothing but TV.
Really?
I hear an owl. No, that's a dove.
There's a cricket right behind you. I think I have some hearing loss in my left ear. I can barely hear the cricket with my left ear when I point it towards you. But I can hear it just fine with my right ear. I'm getting old. My hearing's starting to go. Where's that sun at? There you are. It's going to get completely dark out here. The next one of these is what's supposed to be 400 years. Man, I wish I could be alive to see what the world would be like then. Pretty crazy, I bet you. 400 years from now. It's like we got smartphones today. What are they going to have in 400 years? Make smartphones look insignificant in comparison to whatever they got. I have a 32 gigabyte smartphone. People from the future would laugh at that. 32 gigs? Yeah, it's taking its time. It's a little slow. If you want to go back in, you can. I can call you when it gets closer.
I might go get my phone.
Yeah. Feels good out here.
It's weird to watch it though, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. It's fun though, it's cool. The eclipse is happening. The eclipse. It's like, I think it's about 60% covered at this point. Like it's more moon than it is sun now. Or it's beyond 50. People are flying while this is happening. You hear that plane? Like, we're gonna get up close to it. I wonder how much that cost. It's a private plane, you can tell. It's a small one. They're circling. If you're gonna grab Duke, now would be the time before you miss the fun. We're getting close to the ring. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We are getting closer. Yes, we are. Damn, we've been going for 42 minutes now. Whew. God, that's listening to the news just now. It is bad. The traffic. Average population 55,000. How many people come in? Over 100,000. So let's triple the population in a 4-hour period. What kind of event do you think that'll end with? Yeah, that plane up ahead is circling this area. Here comes the plane again. Telling you, if that plane crashes because of the eclipse, I'm sorry, but that's Darwinism at its best, at its finest. Like, you go do what you want to do. You're going to die. Okay, where is that sun at? I'm looking for you, son. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. Let me step out a little bit more. There you are. Feels really good out here. 2078. Well, futured me, 2078. The next eclipse we'll have in this area. I wish you the best of luck, future me. I keep getting a phone call, but I can't answer. Can't answer, it'll end the live stream. We're getting ready to bring the dog out. We're going to see how he is. I do apologize, Southwestern, but I'm going to be here with my grandma. 2078. Let's see here. I will be 86 years old, give or take. Happy 86th birthday, future me. 87, I mean. So that'll be... I may live to see the next one. I'll be in my 80s the next time this happens, Nanny. 2078. I will be 87 years old. Come here, boy! He don't want to come out, he's scared. You got his leash? Let me have his leash, I'll hold him. Come here. You want to go out? He don't want to come out. He don't want to. What do you think, Duke? What do you think, boy? Is this weird to you? What do you think? You want to go out there? Okay, we'll go out there. Come on. Take your old buddy self. Come on. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up to you. What do you think, buddy? I can't go too far. I'm on Wi-Fi. Hold on. Come here. We got to stay around this area. I can't wait to see how Duke reacts to this. Hey there, buddy. You ready for the eclipse? Huh? What are you thinking, buddy? You thinking you're going to run away from me. That's what you're thinking. I feel you. I can't go out there, though. How's it looking now?
It's about 3/4 there.
Is it? You getting the phone calls?
That's my alarm.
Or, hold on, Duke. Let me switch to data so that we can go out. I'm going to switch to data so I can continue live streaming. And then hopefully this will just cause me to have to do a reconnect. He's like, no, I'm good. Alright, Duke. It's gonna get dark here soon. It's gonna get nice and cool too. Let me find that sun. Yeah, that sun is easily 3/4 of the way covered. Easily. There's no mistaking this. None. Alright. Oh yeah, it's coming fast. Hopefully I'm on data. My nose itches. Alright, it's gonna get completely dark here. Like nighttime. Oh yeah, we're right on the edge of, we're right on the cusp. It's gonna happen. All at once, it's gonna go from complete daylight to complete night. So, like, as of right now, the shadow has already casted over a part of, I'd say closer to the beach. and it is heading our way. That shadow is growing fast, and it quickly approaches us here in Sylva, North Carolina, as it reaches the last cusp of light on the edge of the moon. We are getting close to the ring where we can look without glasses, and I shall be doing that. We will know when it comes too. The shadow should be approaching very quick. Oh man, that temperature feels so good right now. What do you think, Nanny?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I agree with you.
All right, Duke, you gotta stay with me, buddy.
You in the mail in that mailbox?
I ain't gonna check right now. You're gonna make me miss the eclipse, eh?
No, you won't.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt my camera, I can tell. But oh well, I will venture forward. I've been streaming for 52 minutes at this point. My battery is fine, everything is great. I've got about 50% battery. It's 2:08. We are, I believe, what was it? 2:15 is whenever the time is supposed to, the full eclipse is supposed to be for our area.
I don't remember.
I believe it's 2:15. We are within 10 minutes away, I believe it is, until the full eclipse occurs. I'm sure Duke has missed the front yard. Let's check on him. Of course, he's pulling my arm, just walking around in a circle. If I would allow him, he would go farther. So I will. Where are we going, buddy? You lead the way. You're leading the adventure now. Where are we going, Duke? Where are we going? I'm walking around literally blind with these sunglasses on, just letting the dog pull me. I'm thinking this might not be a good idea. Let's see here. I know there's red ants over there. Let's not go over there, buddy. Let's not go over there. He wants to. He's 5 me over right inches away. Come on. This way. He's like, no, you've let me come this far. I ain't turning around. Look. All right, fine. You take me where we're going. Yo, you're going to the shade. I know where you're heading. Yeah, the area, aren't you? Huh? What are you smelling? What you got there? Let's check in on said sun. We're about 80% covered at this point. At least 80. Like it's getting ready to get super dark. I better not go too far away from the house because I have 0 night vision, and it'll be completely dark for a few minutes. So. It feels like what, about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, Nanny? Weather-wise? Yeah. Oh, you can feel that temperature drop? Come on, boy, don't fight me. Be a friend. I won't fight you, you won't fight me. Ah, where are we going now? What are you doing? He's just having fun. Let's see, where's that sun at? I want to make sure I have it lined up. Where is that sun at? I can't see Jack. What are you thinking, Nanny? Duke, where are you bringing me? Come back this way. About a fourth left, you think? Yeah. Let's take a gander at this sun. I'd say it's a little less than a fourth. Yeah. There's a ring. You can see a ring of light. The majority of it, I'd say about 20% is visible, and it's quickly losing itself to the darkness of the moon. The dark side of the moon. I'm curious whether or not now would be a good time to just full on go until the camera burns out. So we will. Because there's bees. Still curious to see how Duke's going to react to this. He's either going to do fine, or he's going to freak out the second it gets dark. What do you think, Nanny?
I don't know.
Do what?
Something we have never witnessed.
Nope. Now don't you freak out on me, Nanny. Quit fighting me. Come on. Hold still, it's okay. Let me find this sun. There it is. It's quickly disintegrating behind the moon. As it disappears, we wave goodbye to the earth. Because we will all die. Ah! No. Why you want to bring me this way, Duke? What are you doing? Where are we going? You are not the guide dog. You don't know what you were doing. I'm live streaming. Let's not talk about Mel while I'm live streaming. What are you doing, buddy? Don't eat grass. Get away from there. I know that's your favorite thing to eat, but not today. Everything's starting to get a little contrast to it. Like higher contrast. Everything's a little lighter in color. Which is perfect for selfies. So if you got them, you better take them now. Come on, boy. Don't fight me. This won't end well. One of us will have to give. I hope it ain't me. You got your glasses on?
No, took them off to them. Got to put them back on before I look up.
Oh, yeah, you do. Let's see here. Where's that sun at? I lost it. Is it gone? No. I don't see it.
I do.
I gotta find you, son. Oh, where? Oh, there you are. I found you. I'd say it's probably got 15% left.
I think so too.
About 15% until full immersion. Yeah, because you can start to see the top and the bottom of the moon. So you can start to see where the ring outline is going to be at the top and the bottom once it's fully emerged. We are minutes away from witnessing. Duke, calm down, boy.
See, here's some other dogs.
Other dogs are starting to freak out. Just make note of that. Of course, you may hear other people way off in the at their places talking.
We couldn't be in a better place.
No, I'm telling you, you should have rented out your yard. You could have made thousands of dollars. Make that land tax pay for itself. $25 square foot.
A chair for an extra 100.
Do what?
And a chair for an extra 100.
Yeah, there we go. There you go, making that money. I was thinking today, if I could have capitalized on this, if I thought ahead, I should have bought up like 50 pairs of these glasses and started selling them on campus. Half the students didn't have them, and I was like, man, I got one pair at the house. I was like, how much is that one pair worth to me? It's too much. If I had two, I would have sold one, but for a lot of money, like $50. People would have bought them too, because they were going crazy looking for them. Future self in 2078, please still be alive. And if so, then start selling these things early. Got about 10% of the sun left, but the crazy thing is you can't really tell by looking onto the land. You know, it feels like 6 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think so too.
But it just feels like it's later than it is because of the lack of light.
And the wind, there's no wind whatsoever.
Zero wind. There's been zero wind the entire time and the reason is because it's cooling down so fast that the wind channels are being canceled out because it's cooler down here and it's cool up above us.
I wonder how many people's on the airport.
I don't know. Duke, why are you trying to pull me this way? Get over here and look at the sun. Actually, you ain't got glasses on. Don't look at the sun. You go blinder. He's out there just looking into the yard. I'm telling you, as soon as it goes black, he might freak out. He actually is looking up towards the sun right now. He currently is with his eyes squinted. So maybe he realized there's something going on. His eyes are squinted almost shut, his right eye, but he is looking up towards the sun, looking out into the wild blue one yonder. Maybe he will freak out. It looks like now he's a little hot, but it's cool out here, so he can't be that hot. He's just chilling. Just an old man dog. Like he's enjoying being out here, honestly. He's a good boy. He is looking up at the sun because I can see his pupils are facing in his right pupil is facing that direction, which may not be good. How about you don't look directly at the sun?
Maybe we ought to take him back in. Or put him on the porch.
No, he's not looking directly at it. He's looking out this way now. And now he's looking to eat grass. Let's check back onto the sun. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see it. Less than 10% of the sun remains, and yet it's still full brightness. The shadow will overtake us all at once, and when that happens, that's going to be a cool experience. I'm going to have it on live stream. I can hear kids off in that direction talking about it, and then people over there off in those behind those trees. Well, let's say about less than 5% at this point. The shadow will be overtaking us, and the world will come to an end.
Could do it.
Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, well less than 5%. We are getting close to the ring at this point. You can start to see the ring develop upon the top and the bottom of the moon, but it is not yet in that prime spot where it is safe to look directly up yet. I will let you know when that time is here, and you will know it as well just by looking around you. The shadow should be overtaking us within the next 2 minutes at this point. Once we see equalization of light among all corners of the moon, I realize the moon has no corners, but be with me here. That is when it is safe to look up without the protector on it. We are coming up quickly to this moment. It is still light, and we are well beyond less than 5% of the sun. At this point, it is coming really fast. You have anything to say, Nanny? What do you think about the solar eclipse?
Me?
Yeah. Huh?
I don't have anything to say about it other than I won't say it again. I'll never say it again.
Are you excited?
Yeah. What's wrong, Dukas? Huh?
It's almost here, buddy. I think he's just laying in your shadow. Oh, it's starting to get dark.
Yes, it is.
You can notice now it's easily about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, light-wise. The temperature is cooling off rapidly. Can you feel the temperature difference?
Yes.
And I'd say there's about 3% left until maximum coverage of the sun at this point. It is so shadowy out here at this point that I can easily tell that I can easily see myself on screen. Yeah, so
here comes clouds.
that's fine. That's fine. The clouds is over top of it, so you guys won't see it, but I can still see it through my glasses. But the experience, nonetheless, will still be here for us all to share together. As the solar eclipse, once the solar eclipse is fully in its state, I'm removing my glasses and I'm going to make sure for you guys to get a full view. I will zoom in and everything, and it will be an amazing event. The solar eclipse, we are within minutes away of full darkness now. There is less than 5% of the sun remaining, estimation from what is visible. The light is definitely shining in from the top and the bottom at this point, but the left is still overtaking just by a margin before we hit full cusp. And once we do hit full immersion of the moon, we will be surrounded in darkness as if it is night, from what I was told. So let's share in this event. Do you want to, like, how do you feel right now, Nanny?
I'm okay.
You okay? Alright, well, it is on its way, and it will be here shortly, within minutes at this point. I'm looking forward to experiencing complete darkness in a matter of seconds. I think that's going to be a pretty amazing event within itself. And I look forward to seeing how the dog reacts to this incident. I would remove you away from the sun at this point, but I'm afraid that if I did, you guys would miss the actual eclipsing of the moon, or of the sun. And, you know, that's what you've been waiting for, so I'm not going to be a jerk and make you guys miss it. Alright, the clouds are moving away. I'm going to have to do a 360 though, because Duke is wrapping me up in his cord. And now I'm back. And now he's trying to pull me away. No, hold still. Birds are chirping. Still stagnant air. We will see how the wildlife acts. We have a dog here for reference, and we have birds, crickets, and bugs, and whatever else critters lies within North Carolina that is more than welcome to appear, as long as they don't try to eat me. If you try to eat me, please don't appear. Okay. What are your thoughts, Nanny?
About there.
It is close. It's like 2% away at this point. It's really close because you can definitely see the lining starting to appear on the opposing side, but it's not equaled out yet. And we will know when it does, because we will be surrounded in darkness. The shadow is sweeping across the land as we speak. At the speed, I'm not aware of how fast the shadow is overtaking, but I'm assuming it's pretty amazing. I would like to see some photos from the space station after this to see the overtaking. Yeah, it is so close. It's like, it's within 2%, I would say, margin at this point, because you can't even really, it's 98% moon coverage, but yet it's full light.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Are we in a computer program? It's full light still, so the shadow will overtake all at once. And then the zombies will arise and it's the end of the world. So, you know, if you read the forums. Oh. What?
My neck hurts. I don't think it's been that position all that long.
I'm like, I should have brought a blanket out here to lay down. Orbit bubblegum is good. Oh, it's like almost gone completely. It must be really close. That shadow blind must be really close at this point. It has to be close at this point. It is.
I've been thinking that for the last while.
then again, you have to realize it's shadowing the whole planet. This side of the planet, like.
Yeah, and but it's still light.
It's still light with just a percent. I'd say like 2-3% of the sun, and it's still light as day out here. It's like afternoon lights at, you know, end of day lights. Although it's getting really cool for to be the time of year it is. Still no wind. Completely windless. And I've lost the sun. I shouldn't have taken my eye off it.
I think that it's over, I realize it's clouds. It's went across.
I don't see the sun at all. No, I shouldn't have looked away. I shouldn't have looked away. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, quit pulling me, Duke. Duke's starting to get rambunctious. Get over here. Dogs are starting to bark. I do not see it, but I know it is there.
You don't see it, do you?
I don't see it anymore. I'm looking for it sporadically. Okay, I know what general direction it's in. It's in this general direction. It has to be within my line of sight.
Getting dark. That's clouds.
It's getting dark cause of clouds.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I don't see it at all anymore.
Well, it's there, because I'm seeing it.
Come on, eyes. I gotta do another twirl around because of Dick. Maybe he'll land me right where I'm supposed to be.
You better hurry.
Oh, I shouldn't have looked away. I get over here where I was at. Look where I was looking at. I see it!
That was clouds I thought was.
The end of the sun. You know, in Egyptian times, they would be sacrificing people, thinking that their gods was mad at them. We're like, oh no, our gods are mad. We have to kill the virgins.
There it goes.
Yep. Not completely. We still have light.
That's clouds.
I will say there is an uprising in birds. Birds are starting to freak a little bit. Like they're yelling in fear. Can you hear the birds neigh?
Yeah.
The birds are a bunch of birds all at once starting to chirp almost on cue, as if they are aware of.
No,
I've lost it as well. Most of it is covered. It's within 1%. As soon as the shadow hits us, I'm taking off these glasses. My eyes are screwed as it is. I can afford this. I no longer pick them up on my glasses either.
I can't find it.
Do what?
I can't find it.
Neither can I, but we've not reached it yet. The shadow has yet to overtake us. But I'm removing my glasses because at this point, there is no seeing. Look, I'm looking directly up and it's fine without my glasses on. Look up without your glasses. It's too cloudy. You can't see it anyways.
I saw it. Without my glasses, I can see it.
All right, now I'm going to position the camera so that you guys can witness this event. I'm taking these glasses off and they're not going back on. Aha, you guys can see the event. I should have been looking through my camera the whole time. Now let's do a zoom in.
I can't see nothing in my glasses.
No, it is beyond. Duke, hold still. The dog is fighting me.
My night lights come on.
Yep. Oh, we're getting ready to be overtaken. Here it comes. You can see the darkness is coming fast and rapid. It is starting to get darker. It's about 8 o'clock at night. I'm taking these glasses off. We'll not be putting them back on until after the cusp. You can do the same thing, Nanny. At this point, it should be safe to look up because of the clouds. Although I wouldn't have direct line of sight. There it is. I see it with my bare eyes. And I shouldn't, but I am because my eyes are screwed. And I'm looking through my camera lens. And at this point, it shouldn't do any long-lasting damage through my camera lens. All the birds are chirping. Let's make note of that.
They are right here.
All the birds are chirping currently. There are some clouds in the way of the sun. But it's easily about as dark as 9 o'clock at night now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like about 9 o'clock at night, this is how dark it is. And we are getting ready to go in complete darkness. We are less than 1% of the way from complete darkness. Comment if you would like for me to move or change my positions. The dog is starting to squirm and he's fighting me. Let's look at him real fast. What's he doing? What are you doing? Now let's get back to the action at hand.
Hey, I see one little sliver.
With your...
I mean one.
Yes, yes. I should not be looking... Oh yeah, I cannot look with bare eyes. Don't look with your bare eyes.
I've got my glasses on.
Okay, it is about 9 o'clock at night, darkness, and it is quickly approaching. I do not have my glasses on anymore because my eyes are screwed as it is, so it doesn't matter. It matters not.
Here we go.
And here we go. We're on the cusp of complete submersion. And the solar eclipse is upon us. We're not in complete darkness yet, but it is here. There is no doubt of that. It is most definitely here. Duke, will you please stop wrapping yourself around me? Don't make me go to the hospital. They can't make it out here.
Let me have his leash and I'll hold him.
I don't know if you can. He's pulling.
I can't reach him anyway.
Here, I'm gonna give you his leash. Wrap it around your wrist.
Listen, if I can.
You put this in your wrist. You got it?
I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna throw these glasses back on for just a second.
Yes, because I still got a little teeny tiny sliver.
There is a small sliver. Let's look at the ground. You can tell everything's got a high contrast and it's super dark out here. So that is neat. It's very neat. Let's look back up to the skies ahead. And I'm going to put these glasses back on. I took them off of the things because all the wonderful things it does. I can't see it at all with these glasses on. I think it's because it's cloudy, or it's such a small percentage of light I can no longer detect it.
If I take my glasses off, I'll never find it again.
What if I do this? What if I just throw this lens on you guys? Oh, I should have been doing that from the beginning. I'm an idiot. Should have been using that as a lens from the get-go.
I don't know if that was the clouds that come up.
Oh, and the darkness has arrived. Look.
Look at that.
The darkness has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
The eclipse is here. We are immersed in darkness. What time is it, Nanny? Let's get a time on the clock. It is 2:36. I got it. It is 2:36 and the eclipse is upon us. It is completely submerged. It is now safe to look without your glasses on. We are surrounded in darkness. Let's look around. There is light from the lights, but we are in darkness. But there's light in the sky. Look at how amazing this is.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful out here. It's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime event. I wish it would show up on the camera, but it is not. Can you see the cusp, or is it gone?
It's behind the clouds, I think.
Yeah. It is a beautiful, beautiful moment. This is let's just look around. The skies are gray, but they're black. They're showing up gray on my phone. The grounds are dark. We are submerged within the shadow of the moon. We are submerged within the shadow of the moon. This is pretty awesome. This is the only time that we'll ever get to see darkness at 2:30 in the afternoon, eh?
That's true.
Duke seems to be taking it fairly well. He didn't freak out at all when it got dark.
No, didn't bother him.
It didn't bother him one bit. He was like, all right, whatever.
Starts coming back out.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes, guys. I'm going to try to focus in on this. Yes, I can see it. I'm going to focus this in. Let me zoom out so we can get a good... It is coming out from behind the clouds. And we've still got just a... We got another minute or so of darkness before it is gone.
I can even find it.
You can take your glasses off now, Nanny. It is completely safe to look without your glasses. I would suggest it. See how beautiful it is?
Mm-hmm. That's gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Goodness gracious.
Isn't that a sight to see?
Yes, we do. I wish I had a picture of that. See that bird going by there?
Isn't this an amazing event? What do you think, Nanny?
Yes.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy to see that. That bird went flying by. The night bird.
Mm-hmm. The crickets are out chirping. All the night bugs are making noise. They think it's normal. It's throwing off their cycle. The birds have shut up though.
Mm-hmm.
The birds are quiet. The bugs are out as if it was night. It is cool. It feels like night, temperature wise. The light is starting to get light again.
That's because it's coming out of there. Yeah.
The eclipse is almost over. We're almost on the polar side of the eclipse. I'm going to put these glasses back on because here it comes out from behind the clouds. So that I can get another look at this beautiful, beautiful thing. I am really glad to have had this opportunity to see this. And I know that the next time I see this, unless I move, it will be years upon years. Oh yes, look at that with your glasses on. You can see the total eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the sun appearing on the right side.
Yep.
Yep, we are within... Look, it's light outside again.
What about that?
We have made it across our 2-minute marker. And the light has returned. The light has returned. The shadow of the moon has crossed across us. That was quite amazing. Duke don't give two craps though. Duke don't care at all. Duke! The crickets are like, what do we do now? The bugs that usually chirp at night have disappeared.
The clouds are coming over.
The clouds are coming.
Yeah,
They cleared long enough for us to see the eclipse though.
Mm-hmm.
And the sun has arisen once more to grace us. That was pretty awesome.
Yes, it was.
That was very pretty. And now it's as if the morning rise, the morning sun all over again. The nighttime bugs really don't know what to do at this point. Birds are starting to chirp as if the sun is just rose, as if they slept all night. The morning birds are starting to chirp. Hmm?
I was trying to see what Duke was doing over here.
What's he doing?
Eating grass?
Oh, he wasn't even paying attention to the sun. He's like, I'm gonna eat some grass.
Well, it's over, so.
Yes, it is. And it'll be bright again. It'll be completely bright within the next 30 or 40 minutes.
The light went out.
Yep. And that, everyone, was the solar eclipse of 2017 in Sylva, North Carolina. That was pretty amazing. The darkness has come and gone. The eclipse is now behind the shadows, but thankfully it was visible throughout the actual eclipse itself. And the event was pretty amazing. My camera did not melt, so that's cool.
That was great.
So, yep, that is the eclipse of 2017. You going back in?
Yeah.
Wasn't that so pretty?
That was really pretty. It's still going. Can you see it with these glasses?
No, it's too cloudy. Now I can. Yeah, it's past. The sun is now coming out of the right side of the moon. And we are done with the eclipse is over. That is the end of the eclipse of 2017.
Come on, Jake.
This video will be posted on my channel. Once I'm done broadcasting, I'm going to post it directly onto my channel so it can be reviewed and whatnot. I'm going to see if I can't get a final. But that was the eclipse of 2017 from Sylva, North Carolina. That was pretty amazing. The darkness was cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lights from the moon. It is as if it was morning here. Like it feels about 6 o'clock in the morning, temperature-wise and light-wise now. And we will be going through a complete cycle here shortly. And then it'll be returning back to its normal routine. All right. That's all she wrote.